Today I will be talking about reading lace charts. Last week I had a video on the basics of reading charts for knitting. Make sure you watch that video. I'll post it in the card above. Lace charts are very similar to all knitting charts, really. The key is to read the key and understand what each of the symbols means. So here I have a lace chart. All of the same rules apply as what I discussed last week in my reading charts video. The right side rows are all labeled on the right hand side of the chart, and the wrong side rows are all labeled on the left hand side of the chart. With lace knitting, sometimes the wrong side rows are labeled and shown. Sometimes they are not, like so. So this is the same chart with the wrong side rows because all they are is purl across, right? So the wrong side rows are eliminated and only the right side rows are shown in this chart. Now this chart now becomes something not quite visually representative of what the actual knitting will look like. This squashes it vertically because half the rows are removed. And you'll need to look at the pattern, and the pattern should tell you that all wrong side rows are purled. Or if it's a garter-based lace, then all wrong side rows would be knitted. And it should tell you that this is a 24-row repeat because the last wrong side row is not included. But here it is with the wrong sides included. Really, with any chart, you need to make sure you look at the key. There should always be a key included. And so pay close attention to what the key tells you the different symbols mean. This chart has right-leaning single decreases, a knit two together, and left-leaning single decreases, an SSK, and a double decrease, a center double decrease in this instance right here, indicated by this symbol. The yarn overs are circles, and knit stitches are indicated by a blank box. But make sure you remember that all wrong side rows on the chart are presented how it looks from the right side. So all wrong side rows, a blank box means you are purling across because that presents as a knit stitch on the right side of the work. This is what that charted pattern looks like knitted up. This chart is another lace stitch pattern. It is showing the wrong side rows as well. All wrong side rows are purled across. This has a different double decrease being used. This is an SK2P, which leans to the uppermost stitch leans to the left, and that's indicated with what symbol is chosen to represent that decrease. The stitch multiple is indicated by the blue lines. This means that you work across until you get to the line, and then you repeat this section of 6 stitches over and over until you reach the last 4 stitches, and you'll work the last 4 stitches. This balances the lace stitch pattern horizontally. Really, this is an 8-row repeat, but 2 vertical repeats are indicated here, so 16 rows. This is what that stitch pattern looks like knitted. Here is a more complicated lace chart. Again, make sure you look really carefully at the key because it will tell you what all of the symbols mean. These gray boxes tend to trip up knitters sometimes. They indicate no stitch. Well, what does that mean? That means there is no stitch that exists right there. These boxes are simply to line motifs up above each other so that visually you can see the relationship between the stitches above and the stitches below. Otherwise, the stitches get squashed and you can't easily tell what is supposed to be above one another. So what do you do with those? Well, you ignore them, basically. You work across, so let's take row 11. You will work a yarn over and then knit 2, and then you just skip this. And then you work the increase, knit 1 yarn over, knit 1 in a single stitch. Skip this, work your double decrease over the next 3 stitches. Slip 1, knit 2 together, pass the slip stitch over. Skip this, work your increase. Skip this, work your decrease. Skip this, work your increase. Skip this, knit 2, work a yarn over. Now that's presuming there is just one multiple present. Otherwise you would work up to the box and you would repeat these 2 directions, the double decrease and the double increase, the double decrease and the double increase, until you get 6 stitches from the end, and then you work this double decrease, this increase, and then knit 2, yarn over. Those are really the key things with lace charts. Make sure you read the key very carefully. Read your directions. There should be explanations or descriptions of how to work the different stitches. Note whether the wrong side rows are included or not, and how to work those wrong side rows if they are not included, and just ignore those no stitch boxes. So that's a little bit on reading charts for lace knitting. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.